Okay, on this beautiful Tuesday, let's start with our two demis and one gong. Possibly talking to our fingertips doing all these port de bras. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. That is not the album I wanted to do. Here we go. Already feel both arms across your chest. Feel your back knee going sideways. Open your chest. And feel that back heel squeezing forward when you take your elbow. Make sure your elbows are parallel of each other already before you let go of the bar. And relax. Okay, here we go. To the other side, please. And don't forget to inhale with the elbow. from your arms and relax. Good. Okay. Let's go easy. One and the toes and the toes and the toes and the flex and half point and full point and the plie inside and the toes and the toes and the toes, flex, half, full. Let's have this port-a-bras. One and the toes and the toes and the toes and the flex and the half and the full and the plie, inside one, outside one, through your feet, heels down. Tendu your toes, your toes, your toes, flex, half point, full point, close with plie, turn it to the side and to the front. One tendu, inside side plie, outside side plie, roll through in your first. And that is it. And here we go. And toes. And a flex and half point. Try to curl that little toe behind you and close plie. One. Good. Here we go. To the other side, please. And feel both legs active throughout. Feel two flexors in both legs. And a point. Soft plie and one. Let's go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, pushing into the floor, and a 7 and a 8, double speed, and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. 1 slowly encore, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6, 7 and 8, 2 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6, 7 and 8, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. Let's have the last one opening, so you can roll through in a second. Enter the set. Slow encore, double, 2 encore, 3 inside, 3 outside, into demi-plie, 3 to the back inside. Keep immediately going with 5 more to the side. Is that making sense? Let's make sure we initiate our tendus from our standing leg. All right, here we... Are you good, Jane? Hold on, you're muted.
The 3s are 3 inside, 3 outside.
3 inside, back. And then just keep on going for the rest of the phrase with tendus to the side. Okay. And here we go. So we are starting fairly slow. Really feel that floor under your feet. Feel your fourths before you stretch. And feel your second before you stretch. And back. And side. 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 3, feeling the floor just as intensely as before. Inside 3 and a 2 and 3, demi-plie. Outside 1 and 2 and a 3, soft plie. Inside back nice and square, and a 2 and 3, plie, go on 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7. And 2. Close 4 second and a 5 and a 6 into your second position to roll through. And make sure you don't drop your little fingers and relax. That's it. Yeah, after your last 3 to the inside back, 1 and a 2 close on 3, already start your tendus à la seconde on 4. So that is a little bit quicker than the other sets. Is that making sense? Just so we can squeeze that 5th tendu à la seconde in there. Here we go. And... and relax when you're ready. That's it. Good. One and the two and the three and the four and the five and the six and the seven and the eight and the one and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven. One and the two and the three as we just did, kind of, and the seven and eight. There is one more to the side before you switch inside, outside, inside, encore three. Soutenu, other side. Three to the front, three to the back, three to the side, inside, front, outside, side, inside, back, encore three. Demi-plié or soutenu when we reverse. So careful not to get lost in the counts because we're going slightly through the music. And here we go. Destination fifth. Decisive fingertips and toes. And 1, 2, 3. Change 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. And one more. Inside and outside. Inside. Encore. Here we go. Nice fancy portobras there, Gregg.
Oh, isn't that what you did?
No. And Jane, congratulations for not falling into the trap and not following him along. That was very good. You stuck to your guns and it was exactly right.
I can't see very well.
That might be a good thing, as a matter of fact. Excellent. Very, very good. There's nothing wrong with
I didn't try to do the one from Alice to Come because it wouldn't have worked.
Right. I mean, it would have worked, but
Yeah,
maybe tomorrow I'll make them official. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, no, that's not right. Duh. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the close and the 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the close and the 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the close and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 3 dégagés back, 3 balançoires inside, 3 dégagés to the side, 3 balançoires inside. 3 to the front, 3 balançoires inside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one more, just stay right there. Arms, just for Gregg, we'll keep them there. If you want to, balançoires, you can have your arm with that as well. But you don't necessarily have to, so I'm making that optional. Okay, here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and close and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and close and back and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 balançoires outside all the way. 1 and again down and 1. Stay right there to the front. Feel your placement. Make that melody scream at you, but you don't have to take it. And relax when you're ready. Here we go. To the other side, please. And Encore and 2 and 3 and 4 and first and 2 and 3, close back and front and back, plié, passé, and flat and close. Encore and 2 and 3 and 4 and first and 2 and 3 and 4, balance what and 2 and 3, plié, relevé, fifth, other side. 4 encore, 4 to first, last one closes in fifth, balance where start from the back the first time, plié front to passé flat, close fifth back. Reverse with a very, very short balance and soutenu to the other side. Are we good? Once again, try to feel that rebound of your toes, pushing into the floor to open your legs. And here we go. And fifth and 2 and 3 and first and first and first, fifth back, balance one. Plié, passé, close. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1, plié, relevé. And other side and hold on a second, Jane, let's not leave the gentleman in distress. It's 4 each, not 5 or 6, great. Front and the side and the back and the side, first and the first and the first and the fifth, balance where goes back and the front and the back to plié, passé, close behind, reverse.
So it's just 3.
1 and the 2 and the 3, no, number 4 goes into demi-plié.
Okay.
Because they're starting from the back. Once again, I wish you were my banker. I'm asking for 4, I'm getting 5. I love it. Okay, here we go. And front and side and back. And first. And back and front and back. Plié. There we go, close back and there we go, right. You can stay a little longer or not. Okay, good. That's it. All right. Let's go plié and coupé and passé and close and let's have arms. Plié and coupé and passé and close. Plié and coupé and passé and open to the bar. 6, 7 and 8 ronds and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. One more plié to coupé to passé to relevé. 2 tenliers, close fifth. Plié, coupé, passé. That all can stay on flat unless you want to take it up. There's nothing wrong with that. Coupé and passé and close. Plié and coupé and passé and open away from the bar. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. One more plié to coupé to passé to relevé. 2 tenliers at your leisure, as late as possible if you want. And then stretch.
The front and then back.
Yeah, front, back side.
Oh.
Always starting the same way. Plié 45 to coupé to passé and close. Okay, here we go. And feel your attitude in transit. Feel your passé strong. Close that super tight fifth. Take care how you close and the back. And 6. Side and to the bar and 5. Open your chest and open your long jaws and 2. that shoulder. There we go. To the other side, please. Yeah, Jane, I think that might be a good correction for you. Instead of trying to make things happening from your shoulder, just lift your elbow into your balance. Okay. Yes, but make sure it is not behind you. Okay, or exactly. Now it becomes a fairly predictable motion. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. Yes, yes. And stretch. Let's go front plié à la seconde, en l'air, just single to the back, front plié à la seconde, en l'air. One more single to the back, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, plié all the way, plié relevé, stay, close fifth. Back plié and side, en l'air, 3 singles, that last one takes you to the front, back plié and the side, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, straight plié to relevé. Just stay right there. We'll go to the left after that. All just below your knees, and here we go. And the front plié inside, and the 1, 2, 3, 1. And the 1 and 2 and 3. How little time can you spend in transit to à la seconde? 2. And just stay right there. That leg would be a little lower down. And relax. Yeah, see how little time can you spend between your front attitude plié and your à la seconde, so it doesn't feel too fast and too rushed. Okay. Even more important from the back. And the 1 and 2. Feel like your knee is not moving at all. Good correction there. Good correction, Jane. Okay. Let's go fondu to relevé, tombé, step back, fondu, relevé, plié, fouilleté, fondu to the side, plié, fouilleté, tombé forward, step back, close your fifth, fondu to the back, just tombé and step back and fondu to the front, plié, fouilleté, tombé back, step back, fondu to the side, plié, arabesque. Let's close fifth and soutenu other side. So we have a tombé after that fouilleté too, I'm not sure if I showed that. Fondu to the front and the tombé, step back, fondu to the side, plié, fouilleté. Tombé forward, step back, fondu side, plié, fouilleté, tombé forward, step back. Fondu to the back and the stay, tombé, step. Fondu to the front, plié, fouilleté, tombé, step. Fondu to the side, plié, fouilleté. Close fifth, soutenu. So there is no tombé for the very last one, in favor of our soutenu. Is that making any sort of sense? Plié, fouilleté. Tombé forward, step back. From there, fondu à la seconde. Plié, fouilleté en dehors. Tombé forward. Step back. Reverse. Are we good? All right, here we go. Nice soft fondu. Feel that nice dipping motion before you stretch your legs. And forward and step back. And fondu back. Demi-plié fouilleté. Tombé forward and step back. Fondu side. Plié fouilleté. Tombé forward and step back. That's all it is. So there's time for everything. And 2. Tombé. And step back. And fondu to the front. Plié. stays up all the way until 4. Now tombe forward and step back and fondu side. Demi-plié, fouilleté en dehors. Tombe forward, step back, and 1. That's the timing. Tombe and fondu front. Now fouilleté. And tombe back and step and fondu side. And plié, fouilleté en dedans. And soutenu. Or not. Slight confusion there, but only in the very end, Jane. Other than that, actually, all that rocking tombe motion was pretty good. Okay. How about strike and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, double in sur le coup de pied, 2 and the 3 and the 4. Double strike and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, petit battement, plié and close. We are striking and the striking and the striking and the single double in sur le coup de pied. Really see if you can make these toes bounce off your calf. Now double strike, make sure your heel does not bounce off your calf because that hurts. 3 and 4. Petit battement, plié, soutenu. Other side. Is that making sense? Single strike, encore. Double in sur le coup de pied. Double strike. Petit battement, obviously, in sur le coup de pied. So we are going back and forth between our union frappés and our right to work frappés. Okay, here we go. And strike. Don't strike. Strike doubles. That's a good pity. Here close and to the other side we go, and make sure you strike down, not just out. Careful there, when you're striking, you almost want to go through fifth. So it's a downward motion rather than an outward motion, so it's not just a flex pointy kind of thingy. Which then becomes so handy for glissades and jetties and such. Ah, yeah, exactly. Right, yeah. If it makes a noise, you know you're doing it right. We did something similar, I think, yesterday, and the flex and the point and the coupe and passe and no, and the passe and coupe. Sorry, I'm getting dyslexic on you. Flex and the point and the passe and coupe. From there, take your développé, open your arm as you développé. Same arms, flex and the point into passe to coupe. Now from there, développé, open your arm to your second to open your chest. And we are going flex and the point and the passe and coupe, hold on, obviously arm up. From your coupe, développé, open your arm, close fifth front, coupe inside, attitude, stay, stretch, fifth, soutenu, other side. Is that making sense coordination-wise? Flex and the point into your passe, now down to your coupe, from your coupe, take your développé. Arms up the entire time for each direction. And when you open your développé, open your arm to second position. And here we go. And arm is in third. Point, passe, and coupe, and through passe, open your arm to second as you're opening your leg. Good. Same to the back and arm is in third. And open it to a second position for your arabesque, and 1 and 3. And open it again. And coupe and attitude. Feel the relationship between your right elbow and your left knee. Stretch it from your wrists. And soutenu and on. And 2. From coupe to passe. To the back, same arms into the third and into passe first, then to coupe. Now through passe, open your arm to second position and over. And finish. Okay, not bad. Just so we have another crack at this. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the plie. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6. I really like you to feel that when you take your arabesque, then you plie. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6, then you plie. Cloche and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, fifth, soutenu. 3 front, 3 back, 3 side. Your arm is the entire time in third. With your third one, open it to second. Is that making sense? And a nice juicy plie to end each set. Okay, and here we go. Arm is up and down and 2. Now open it together with your third grand battement demi-plie. Take it back up and down. That's it. Same thing, open it. Plie and down. And open it. Cloches. Up to relevé sous other side and down. Open it with your grand battement, not before Gregg, and over. And 2. Together with your grand battement. Bam. Yes, that's it. And over. And over. Good. All right. Let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. Not this time, so. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That was from your back foot. And let me change my mind. Chassé forward and close. Now we can reverse it on the FSC ankle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. On the down back foot stays to the back. So you're staying in your left hand corner, so you can start it there from the front. And yeah, let's have big arms also for when we go to the front, instead of what I showed in the beginning. 3 to the front, 3 to the back. 2 front, 2 back, 2 side. 3 front, 3 back, chassé forward, plié, back foot goes, tend lié, effacé forward, close fifth back. One more time. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, chassé, plié, turn, chassé forward, close. Yep. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, chassé back, demi plié, on back foot stays in the back, close. You are on the other side for 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, chassé, plié, en dehors 2, chassé, forward, effacé. 3, 2 back, 2 front, 2 side, 3 back, 3 front, chassé back, plié, en dedans, stay where you are. Are we good to give this a mark? How is Jane doing? Okay, let's give it a mark. Yep. Of course, remembering pushing into the floor and all of that fun stuff. How's Jane doing? Hiding outside the camera angle. Are we good, Craig?
I think so.
Okay, let's give this a go. Let's just see how far we get. Ha ha ha. 7 and 1. Always pushing into the floor. Back foot, chassé forward. 3, Let's count this as our dress rehearsal. What do you say? Yeah, Jane, after your first enlevé pirouette, it chassis forward into an effacé arabesque. Otherwise, you'll have the wrong foot in front. And once again, like we talked about yesterday, you really need your closing arm to get you around and to get you forward. Otherwise, the thing is just going to migrate backward. That's just the nature of the beast.
So the en dehors from the first time is from the front foot.
No, it's from the back foot. And it goes toward your right shoulder. Correct. It's as if you were doing an en dehors pirouette from fourth.
But how do you get into the effacé then?
Because you're chassing forward out of it instead of just closing it. Chassis. No, hold on. You're starting from a bad place. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 and the 2 and the 3. You're chassing that way. You're in an effacé, not in a croisé. We have 2, 2, 2. Now you have 3, 3. We are in an effacé angle. 3.
Oh.
Aha, plié. Turn, chassé forward to the other effacé. Close.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
After your en dedans, it's a little bit different because now we are in a croisé angle, so you're chassing back, and it's just a single en dedans in coupé that closes back again. So we are staying on that same side to start the combination on the other side. That's it, Jane. Now just a little bit more courageous push from your standing leg forward. So you actually can chassé forward out of that turn. That's all it is. That's right, Gregg. Are we good to try this one more time?
Yeah.
Let's try it one more time, starting on the right. Okay, here we go. Of course, tight fifth positions help always. 1. That's it. Almost, Jane. Good. 2. 2 side. 3 back. Chassé back this time. Back foot, heel forward, en dedans. And 1. Yes. 2. Back. And 3. Other arm up. There we go. Good. And back. Chassé forward and plié. Closing arm and 1, 2. That's it. Good. Yes. But you caught yourself, Jane. That is good. You caught yourself and self-corrected. So that is what I call progress. Not bad at all. Let's have that same combo from yesterday. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 is in the 6th today, so we have a little bit more time. Back in the 2 and the 3 and the back and the 2 and the coupé through 4th and the 7 and 8 side and the 2 and the 3 temps lié. 1 more temps lié. Plié to only or temps lié back. Close 5th. Plié to en dedans, chassé forward and close. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 5 and the 6 and the 7. 1 and the 2 and the coupé, 5 and the 6 and the 7. 1 and the 2 and the coupé, 5 and the 6 and the 7. From your front foot this time to temps lié back. En dedans, chassé forward. And close, we'll just do one side at a time. So it doesn't change from the right side to the left side. it stays on the same. Are we making sense? Tendez, tendez. It closes after your second one, close fifth front. On the haut, tu tends your back. On the dent to chassé forward. Close your front foot, take your back foot, so it goes the other way.
Front fifth.
Yes.
Oh,
And to chassé forward. There we go, exactly. Then we stop, then we'll switch feet.
okay.
How's Jane doing? Are we good to mark it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a little bit quicker there, out of your tongue. Any questions,
Well,
comments?
so from here,
Yep.
it's just immediately play. No, it's not. It goes
You're
from-
closing in fifth. Tendez, close fifth front. Then take your back foot to en dedans, chassé forward. Making sense? So pirouette, tendez back, close fifth. Pirouette, chassé forward, close fifth.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Are we good to give this a go? And here we are. And one. That's it. Tendez up and back close on the dent chassé. Don't forget your second tendez, Gregg. There we go. Plie and up and around. Fifth, up and forward. And relax. Yeah, Jane, make sure you're not trying to do too much at the same time. Yes.
Is the en dedans turn chassé forward?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And careful, Gregg. Even when you tend your back, it needs to be a coupe. Not a something, a coupe. Okay. How about doing the other side? Much better than yesterday finding these fourth and second positions. Even a little bit more conscientiously. Okay. Here we go. One. Yeah, it only is going to chassé forward if you really use your standing leg like crazy. Uh-huh. Exactly, exactly. No cheating possible for that one. Let's go développé front and two and no, what am I doing? Développé effacé. Ouch. 2 and 3 and 4. Quarter rotation to arabesque. Is that right? No, it's a half rotation to arabesque. Sorry. 2 and 3 and 4. Stay in that corner for your écarté back. Demi plié. Relevé. Tombé. Pas de bourré. 2/4. Temps lié, plié, quarter turn attitude into temps lié, plié, quarter turn, attitude, tendez, plié, half turn, tendez back, port de bras forward, up, close, and there we are on the other side. Develop your front, a half turn on the dance, so to speak, to arabesque. You're already in your écarté back corner, all you have to do is switch leg, plié to FSA front, tombe, pas de bourrée. To fourth, start with tendez back and the forward, plié, attitude, tendez back and the front and plié, attitude and the back and the front and plié, half turn, tendez back, photograph forward. Done. I see confusion.
Well, the first time your first développé went to effacé.
That is also. I am so sorry. It needs to go to FSA. My bad.
Oh, it does. Okay. And
Yes,
then,
it does. It does. And then you have a half turn to go to your upstage corner with your développé arabesque.
so it's from here.
Close fifth, and now heel forward, and the other upstage corner.
So it's going to be all the way to here.
Yes, correct. It's a half. Now
Okay.
close fifth. You're already where you need to be. All you have to do is écarté. Leave your head where it is, and have another
From the
direction
back
change. No, from the front foot.
foot? Oh,
Yeah, but the écarté needs to come to the downstage corner. The other downstage corner. Via FSA, we are turning half around to our arabesque. Écarté goes to there. Right, so it's another rotation. Now FSA goes tombe, pas de bourrée, to fourth. Start with tendez back and forward, plié fourth. Quarter, back and the forward. There's always tendez, plié another quarter. Back and the forward. Half turn this time. Tendez back, port de bras forward. With plié, done.
On the first développé, effacé, then close,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
what?
Then you have a développé to arabesque with a half rotation on the dent. So you're going toward your cabinet back there. There we go, exactly. Now you stay there. Now with your écarté, switch yourself for another quarter rotation. There you go, plié, effacé, forward, tombe, pas de bourrée. That's exactly right. Now you start with tendez from that fourth back. Go back and the front and the heel down. Quarter turn.
Back
Into
first.
tendez. Yes, correct. I like you to feel that pull backward out of your attitude. That's right. Another quarter. The next one is a half turn. Into tendez back again and port de bras forward out of that. Is that putting us in the marking shape? Okay. So feel off close. I'm trying to avoid my foot on plié rather. All right. Let's see how we do. And Strongly. Plie up and back. That's it. Up and back. Good. Careful that you stay on your molly. Oh, that's it. Really open that leg in your passe. You know, really take your standing leg here. Again, open your knee for your passe. Plie right away. That's it. And finish. Not bad at all. Good. All right. What can I say? Left foot starts in front. Back and the front and the plie, attitude and the back and the front and the plie, pirouette and the back and the front, back plie, attitude plie, pas de bourrée. Back and the front and plie, attitude en dehors and the back and the front, plie, pirouette, back and the front and the back and the plie, attitude. One arm is to the side, plie, pas de bourrée. That is uncroisé, Gregg, the pirouette.
Oh, okay.
Attitude
All of them
goes-
are on croisé?
No, the attitude is en face. It starts en face, but it ends croisé.
Oh, okay.
Trying to teach you into a single and a quarter turn rather than just a single. Ha 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 ha. It'll be good to give this a mark. Okay. Effortless, as much as you can. Either knee back or heel forward, that is all it takes. And here we go. That's it. Back, forward and back. Plie, heel forward, counter shoulder, easy, plie, pas de bourrée, good. And back, front. Yes, good. Sure, I'll take it. was not quite as effortless as the first one. The first one, we still were figuring things out. In the second set, we were starting to overanalyze and to think too much.
Sure.
That's probably the hardest thing to get, not to think. And not to have our brain interfere with our toes and fingertips and stuff. Okay. First and the first and the first and the first and the second and the second and the second and the second, fifth, back in the front and back in the front, on the dawn, coupe, close fifth. First and the two and the three and the four and the second and the two and the three and the four, close back first today and the two and the three and the four, on the dawn, close fifth. And let's have arms one more time in third for that on the dawn turn. Four to first, four to second, four to fifth, starting in fifth, back. The other foot picks up for your on the dawn turn. So your first on the dawn goes toward your right shoulder. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep your knees nice and soft. So you can move your toes and the same thing. Obviously, it can be more than one. Okay, and here we go. Sure, I'll take it. Don't forget to breathe, just work your toes. That's everyone. Toes, toes. That's it. All right, not bad at all, not bad at all. Little sneak stamina. I have no choice but to repeat changement, glissade, assemblée, changement. Changement, glissade, assemblée, changement. Changement, glissade, assemblée, assemblée. 4 changements. And how about doing it with the arms immediately? Arms in third for your changements. You need a second to digest that. Cry a little bit. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. And that second changement wants to have, of course, the arm as well. So you get a double whammy there. Assemblée, assemblée the third time. And then a slow port de bras for the 4. Exactly. Are we good to mark this? I take it as a yes. Okay. Two assemblies and 4 changements. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And here we go. Again, it's all about toe speed and fingertips. And oh, that's it. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, all right. Yes. Yes. But Craig even left his little screen up there.
Did what?
You left your screen upward.
Oh, I did.
Yes, your future self will appreciate it.
Okay.
When it watches your past self, that is right now your present self. That's
Oh, I should probably tilt this a little then, right?
it's all right. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with flying up to your ceiling
Yeah.
because we actually use our arms. Wow. Okay. Let's see. And there was one more thing. Glissa, jeté, pas de bourrée, temps de cuisse. The same on the other side. One more time. 600 and 600. As a matter of fact, let's go today 600 for me. 600 ouvert, pas de bourrée. Right. And pas de bourrée, that's it. Right. So I should suggest both legs open and close at the same time, the first time. Like our temps de cuisse. It's basically, temps de cuisse is nothing else than a 600 for me. It's somewhat different. The second time we're landing in arabesque and we're remembering to always take it from our front foot and our front toes instead of just up. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
Okay. And try to stay as low as possible in all of these sissons and temps de cuisses. The lower you stay, the higher you go. It's one of these weird things.
There a pas de bourrée at the very end?
Sisson for me, sisson ouvert, pas de bourrée. And do change your feet in the sisson fermé so the sisson ouvert comes from a more logical place. Okay, are we going to give this a try? Remember that your glissade wants to be only half of everything else. And almost. Yeah, let's relax. It is fast, and it is fast on purpose. Your glissade can be even shorter. This way you can buy yourself a half a count with each set, and then none of these sissons are going to feel rushed. Is that making sense? So try to stay a little bit ahead of the beat by shortening your glissades, not just in speed, shorten it in the sense of it wants to be only half as long as all the other stuff. So it's syncopated. And try to actively push your hips down when you're jumping into your sissons and your temps de cuisse. Almost like some partner pushes your hips down behind you. And see what that does. Okay. Are we good to try this on the other side with our left foot in the back. There we go. And got it. Yes.
Going into the seesaw, how come?
I don't know. Probably because you're neglecting your plie in fifth.
Well, no, I've got the wrong leg. So if it's
Uh-huh.
glissade, pas de
Yeah.
break, bump, bump, glissade, pas de break, bump,
Mhm.
bump, glissade, pas de break, bump, thumb. Well, now it worked, but I had the wrong. I had it here for some reason.
Right. But you figured it out.
Well, after the fact.
Well, there is nothing wrong with it because we can have the fact one more time. And yes, do by all means stop in between right and left. Okay. Much better so when it comes to the syncopation of the glissade. Okay, here we go. Use your fingertips too. That's it. Right, better. Could be a little bit more active from your front leg in the seesaw Uber. Yep. And again, don't try to jump up so much, try to jump out more. But point your toes still. So it's basically the brushing of your front leg that will be accounting for the jump itself. Yep, that's it. Can you feel the difference there?
Yeah, I lost the back leg, but
Well, the back leg is always the easier one to conquer. And you still have it, so you're not one-legged yet. All right, let's have the other side before we say goodbye for today. And here we go. And that's it. And finish. All right. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
it's here.
I will be seeing you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.